Hi folks, and welcome back to another Travels of Red Rover. I'm Sean.
And I'm Corinne.
And where are we today, Corinne?
We're on the Isle of Skye and we are visiting Armadale Castle.
And we've only been here a few minutes so far, but it is spectacular.
There is a old ruin of a castle here. There's beautiful gardens, which we're going to explore. And there's a museum. And this was once the holdings for the Clan Donald.
Yep, it is a beautiful area. Now it's held in a land trust, and it's very well maintained. So we're really looking forward to doing a little walking around this beautiful location.
I'm standing on the lawn of Armadale Castle, and way out there you can see the sea. We're not far from a ferry terminal that would take passengers back to the mainland of United Kingdom and the Highlands of Scotland. And if I rotate around, some of the gardens. And up here is Armadale Castle, home of the Clan Donald. The castle itself is in ruins right now, so it's fenced off, but you can see some of the exterior structures. And we'll also be able to look through the gardens and common grounds, which are quite beautiful even at this time of year. Well, here's what remains of the castle. And I just can imagine riding up here in a horse-pulled carriage and pulling up to this magnificent entrance, which was a hall for entertaining. The heyday of the castle was prior to the 1930s. And after that time period, the family moved a few miles away into a smaller residence. And there was a housekeeper here for many years, about 30 years, maintaining the property, sweeping the floors, airing out the bed linens. But once she died, they kind of gave up on the castle and it fell into ruins. It's now owned and maintained by the Clan Donald Land Trust. And they have hopes of at some time or another securing some of the building and allowing people to enter into it. But you never know with these things. The hopes and dreams of some people never come through when it comes to funding such an endeavor. Just a wonderful structure. It was apparently the site of many family celebrations and events, even when they had stopped living in it full time. One of the nice ways to compose a picture, if you have the opportunity, is to use a pathway that is a leading line into your subject. From this area of the lawn on Armadale Castle, I'm using this walkway that is gravel lined, heading up to the main ruins and photographing that with a portrait orientation to maximize the height that I have to work with. This is quite good if you are using a wide angle, because then your foreground looks really close to the viewer and leads the eye right in toward the subject at the back. One of the advantages to visiting Scotland in October is you have a few less people around, and you're also starting to get the nice fall colors in some of the locations. So here we have what looks like a hemlock in bright red. Quite gorgeous. And then in behind it, some other vegetation that's taking on a yellow hue. A very good contrast between the two trees.
One of the really fascinating things about the garden is all of the mature trees that are literally from all over the world. We even found some redwoods from the west coast of Canada. Very, very fascinating. I love walking around old gardens, especially old British and Scottish gardens. The wildness creates lots of interesting opportunities to create interesting compositions. Even on a fairly dull day like today, it can be a lot of fun. And it involves some walking and looking. You can actually see that my head's moving around quite a bit. I'm actually looking for compositions. I'm looking for interesting things that might be photogenic. And here are some of the photographs that we captured walking around this beautiful wild garden. So, Corinne, what did you think about the castle and gardens?
I thought it was a lovely spot, pretty wild and overgrown like many English gardens.
Yes.
There was some nice woodlands.
Definitely overgrown.
And some statues along the way too.
What was really interesting is that if you go for a little walk in the forested areas, there are surprises in terms of sculptures and chairs and interesting areas. So it's definitely worth just to wander the gardens because you never know what's going to be around the next corner. Well, folks, we sure hope you enjoyed this video today. And if you did, please give us a thumbs up.
And if you'd like to see more of our videos, we hope you'll hit that subscribe button down below.
And as always, if you want to know when we release videos, hit that little bell button.
And we love to hear from you, so share any questions, comments, or thoughts in the comments section down below, and we'll be sure to respond as soon as we can.
And until next time, bye for now.
Bye for now.